favor. I need for you to comment in the chat where you're from. Drop the name of your business and or your brand. Smash that share button, ladies and gentlemen, and let's kick it this morning. Yo, what's up, Ultimate Hustlers, and welcome to the Cortez Hustle Show, the business podcast for the entrepreneur of the 21st century. And I'm your host, Cortez Hustle. Our goal is to give you a behind-the-scenes look at how the world's greatest hustlers build amazing brands, scale their businesses to incredible heights, sell more, make more, and create mass movements that impact the world. It doesn't matter if you're a seasoned vet or you're sitting on the sidelines with aspirations to one day unleash your inner hustle. This show will provide the insights into how pure grit, determination, and hard work has morphed into some of the most iconic brands and personalities and how they are moving the culture forward. You'll get a mix of solo shows featuring yours truly, as well as interviews and content from other hustlers that I either know personally or I've learned from or whose grind I've come to know and respect. And you'll also get exclusive recordings from our membership called Monetize My Life Academy, which you can check out at monetizemylifeacademy.com. That's a program where we go live every month with some of the best hustlers on the planet, sharing best practices on how we all can explode our brands with advanced branding and marketing tactics, business development strategies, and financial game planning necessary to build the empires we all desire. Again, that's at monetizemylifeacademy.com. If you like today's episode, chances are the hustlers you're connected to will like it as well. Share it with those in your network. And when you do, use hashtag Cortez Hustle so I can see you and hopefully give you a shout out and share you in my stories. So check out today's episode and make sure you subscribe to the feed on your favorite podcasting networks. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Cortez Hustle Show. I am, of course, your host, Cortez Hustle, everybody's favorite fatherpreneur, coming to you live and direct from the Local Biz Marketing Pro studios right here in St. Louis, Missouri. If you are an entrepreneur and you're looking to optimize your online presence, increase your lead flow, grow your revenue so you can expand your operation and contribute more to your local community, then you need to go to localbizmarketingpros.com. Check out some of the services that we have to offer. All we want to do is see you as a local entrepreneur win, 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 no matter what, because we know that small businesses, local businesses are the heartbeat of this economy in America. Do me a favor, comment in the chat where you're from, drop the name of your business and or your brand. We'd love to give you a free business shout out this morning. Today, we're talking about list building tactics, 13 ways to build a list fast. We're going to talk about email list building, but you guys know that you can build an SMS, text messaging list to connect with your customers and your prospects. Do you know that you can build an Facebook Messenger or an Instagram Messenger list to connect with your prospects and customers? Yeah, we're going to talk all about that today. But before we get into any of that, a couple of really quick announcements. I've got to send a huge shout out to my family over at Trio Banquet Center and Rentals. Last night was absolutely epic. If you got a chance to attend last night's Black-owned business chit chat, where you saw me give my keynote speech on the 314 state of mind, drop some love in the comments. Let people know that you had a funky good time over there yesterday, because it was flat out amazing. And I'm just looking at my connection here on StreamYard, and it looks like it's not that good. But nevertheless, I also want to shout out Madam Amelia S. Robertson, who hosted the event last night. Lanice Elliott and Chris Elliott, the owners over at Trio Banquet Center and Rental. And there was a whole heap of entrepreneurs in the building last night. And it was an amazing event. We had a great time last night. So shout out to them. Thank you so much. Up next, ladies and gentlemen, this weekend, coming up on Saturday, I'll be with my girl Ariel Bivens-Biggs and the YBK Day ambassadors. If you don't know, YBK Day is an official celebratory day for youth entrepreneurship in the St. Louis metro area, but not just St. Louis, y'all. She was able to get Youth Entrepreneurship Day established in multiple states and multiple cities. So these celebrations will be going on all over the country. We will be in the building covering YBK Day. And if you are the parent of a youth entrepreneur, I want you to put youth entrepreneur in the comments. I'm going to tag Ariel in it. She'll reach out to you and let you know some of the programs that she has for both kids and parents, right? She has programs that help kids continue to grow their business, and she also helps the parents better manage their young entrepreneurs. So y'all make sure y'all go and check that out. Also, the new Facebook group is up. If you're a local business owner, let me drop this link in the comments for y'all, man, because we are throwing down some amazing training for free for all local business owners in this free Facebook group called Local Biz Marketing Mastermind. So I'm going to put this link in the comments for you guys as well. Let me see. I can go there. Yep. There you go. So all you got to do is click on that link, ask to join. We'll let you in if you are a business owner. Make sure you answer the questions that it's going to ask of you there. Also, I'm going to put a couple other links in there. I want y'all to know, man, that us social media influencers, us podcast hosts, those of us who bring you content on a regular basis to help you in many different areas of life. For me, it is digital marketing, entrepreneurship, economic empowerment, and the such. But you got great influencers that you follow. Did you know you guys can go through this link that I'm posting for a Facebook Stars program? You buy stars from Facebook, and you can then give those stars to your influencers, right? And that's how you can show us love, that you appreciate the content that we are putting in. And Facebook actually converts those stars into money, and they give it to us, right? So not only me, but whoever your favorite influencer is, I want you to consider buying some stars, showing them some love, because this is how we feed our families, y'all. I know it seems pretty cool, and most of us have other businesses, but it is the joy that we get out of bringing content to you that we are really most proud of. So make sure, if you have the opportunity, to purchase some stars and share some stars with your favorite influencer. If their accounts are monetized, then by all means, please do us that favor. Last but not least, I've got one more link that I'm going to share with you guys. Some of you guys are looking for tips and strategies to increase your online presence. And I've got a free online marketing checklist that you guys can go grab from our local biz marketingpros.com website. Let me throw that in there as well. So we're talking about email list building. How many of you guys are consciously working on building your email list every single day, getting people to subscribe to some sort of offering that you have so that you can build a relationship with them? That's what we're going to be talking about today. But before we get into any of that, y'all know how I like to start the show. I start the Cortez Hustle Show every day with a quote. And today's quote of the day says, "There's only those willing to risk going too far can possibly find out how far one can go." I want y'all to think about that. In order to truly find out how far you can go, you have to be willing to risk going too far. How many of you guys agree with that statement? It is incredibly powerful when you think about it. And that's something that I meditate on all the time. Cortez, how far can you go? How much further can you push the limits? Where can you really, really end up if you go as hard as you possibly can, right? You guys know that every car built in America, while it may have 120, 140 on the dash, they all have what's called regulators, right? What is a regulator? A regulator says, hey, even though this engine, even though this machine was built to max out at 150 miles per hour, we're only going to let it top out at about 80 or 90, right? Do you guys know that? The reason that is for safety precautions. while a machine can do 150 miles per hour, the government is saying we can't trust you to not go 150 miles an hour, nor can we trust that you know how to handle this machine when it gets up to those speeds. So we're going to save you from yourself. Your brain is the same way. Your brain has regulators. Your brain is always trying to save you from yourself, or so it thinks. It is designed to put out the minimum amount of effort for the maximum results in the arena of keeping you the most safe that it can. And some of the things that you need to do in order to win in this thing called life will require that you get out of your comfort zone. It will require that you remove the regulator that your brain has established so that you can literally go to another level. Yep. I know a lot of y'all don't want to hear this, but you got to be willing to risk going too far in order to truly know and come to the resolution of just how far you actually can go, ladies and gentlemen. And that is the quote of the day right here on the Cortez Hustle Show, brought to you by my good friends over at Young Biz Kids, celebrating YBK Day for the second year in a row. It is an annual celebration of youth entrepreneurship. It's going down at Harris Stowe. Make sure y'all come down. There's going to be vendors. These young entrepreneurs are going to be selling their wares. They're going to be speaking. They're going to be networking. They're going to be putting their businesses on full display. There's going to be tons of fun for the entire family. One of the things that you can do if you have an entrepreneur in your family that's a kid and you want to inspire them, give them a few dollars, bring them out and let them shop with some of these other entrepreneurs. They're authors, they're influencers. They have amazing products and services that they market and they sell and they promote. If you think your kid has an entrepreneurial bug, bring them down to YPK Day and let them meet a bunch of other entrepreneurs doing some amazing things. And I promise you, it will change their lives. Do me a favor, if you are in the position to comment, can you let me know if how the stream is looking? It keeps telling me that my stream is weak, and I'm like, I don't know why. I got the best internet you can possibly have in the St. Louis metro area. So why is my stream weak? Let me go and look at it myself. Yeah, it looks a little grainy, man. I don't know what's up with my connection today. Nevertheless, we're going to move on. So we're talking how to build an email list. When I was at the BLB Chit Chat last night, one of the things that I was talking to the other entrepreneurs about is the importance of building your email list, the importance of creating these relationships through electronic means, and that one of the things that we have been given as entrepreneurs in this age of social media and technology that levels the playing field is social media, but we also have these email marketing and systems that we can attach to any business. You guys realize that every time you go into your favorite store and you go to check out, what are they trying to do? They're trying to collect your email address every time, right? They used to just ask you, do you want to put your email address in? But they don't do that anymore. You know what they do? They say, how would you like your receipt? They ask you, do you want your receipt emailed to you? Do you want to save paper and have your receipt emailed to you? Because when you put in your email to get your receipt emailed to you, you are opting in. You are giving them permission to market to you. That's dope, right? Pretty slick of them to be giving them email, to be collecting your emails. And that's what it's about, ladies and gentlemen. You too, as an entrepreneur, should be figuring out how you can collect names and emails at all times so that you can nurture those who have raised their hand and said they are interested in whatever it is that you have to offer so that you can market to them over time. So today, what I'm going to do is share with you how you can do that with these 13 different tactics. Real quick, I'm just trying to share this to my personal page. There we go. All right, so let's get into it, man. How many guys, give me a one in the comment if you already have an email list building system and you are collecting names and email addresses, right? There's two types of lists that you should be building at all times. You should be building a prospecting list. That's a list of people who are interested in your products and services. You should also be building a customer list, right? That's the people who have actually bought from you, and you should be keeping their names and email addresses, phone numbers, and physical addresses if you sell physical products that you ship to people. And you should be keeping them in a separate database so that you can continue to market to them over time. So let's look at some of these tactics that we can deploy. And first, understand the power of email. Consider these statistics. By 2022, which we are here, right, it's expected that 4.3 billion people will use email on a regular basis. Right. I know if you're in the marketing world, some people will say email marketing is dead. Let me ask you this question. When you need to reset your password at your bank, how do you do that? How do they get you the new password? They send it to you via email, right? Don't let anybody tell you that email marketing is dead. We are still using email more and more every single day. In 2017, 269 billion emails were sent and received every day. For every dollar you spend on email marketing, you can expect to get about $32 in return. That's a 3,200% return on your investment. And I'm going to give you this quick story because I didn't understand this fully. And at one point, I had built almost on accident, right, an email subscriber list of 13,000 emails. 13,000. Now, because I didn't understand how to invest in that email list, I didn't understand how to nurture that email list, I didn't understand how to grow that email list, I didn't understand how to market to that email list. All I knew is that my email provider that I was using at the time, they charged based on the size of your list. And as my list kept growing, my monthly subscription cost to that platform kept growing. And at one point, it was $150 a month. Now, I'm a new entrepreneur. I don't know how to evaluate what I had my hands on. And I got rid of that list because I couldn't see myself paying $150 a month. What I did not know is that for every dollar I was spending on that list, it should have been bringing me back $32 in return. I had no clue, didn't have an understanding. That's why I bring this information to you guys, because I don't want you to make some of the same mistakes that I have made over the years. It is estimated that for every name and email that you have on your list, that should be generating $1 per month for you for every name. So I'm crying about a $150 monthly bill to the service that I was using for email marketing, when in fact, I should have been earning $13,000 a month from that list, right? I want y'all to understand that. That's where we're going. So I'm going to give you 13 tactics to help you build the email list fast. And if you do not have an email autoresponder system, then you should consider going to blackbizsuccess.com, taking a look at our software platform that we have for entrepreneurs that includes unlimited email autoresponder. You can send up to 20,000 emails every single month, right? Make sure y'all go check that out. So 81% of businesses still rely on email as their primary customer acquisition channel. The average open rate for a welcome email is 82%. 49% of consumers say they would like to receive promotional emails from their favorite brands on a weekly basis. Are you emailing your list at least once a week? Are you emailing your list at least once a week with some sort of promotion, right? I believe in emailing your list every day with something of value, but at least once a week, you should be making them an offer, right? It's easy to forget just how effective email is when it comes to building your business. I know there's a lot of other things. Social media is in competition with what we do with email. There's SMS text messaging now. There's chat bots for Instagram DM and Facebook Messenger, right? But at the end of the day, an email list is a list of people who have expressed interest in your business. And why would you want to neglect people who have expressed interest in your business, right? There are a few things more valuable than your email marketing efforts. Building an email list is no simple task, though. In this presentation, we're going to give you 13 powerful tactics that help you build your email list. But before we do that, y'all know how we do on the Cortez Hustle Show. We've got to get you some motivation, some inspiration. And we do that with our popular segment, my favorite segment, called 1 Minute Motivation. If you're new to the Cortez Hustle Show, 1 Minute Motivation is where we play a short motivational video, usually 60 to 90 seconds or so. And I ask you to give a couple takeaways from what you heard or thought, and I'll give a couple takeaways as well. So let's get into 1 Minute Motivation right here on the Cortez Hustle Show.
By the grace of God, He kept me here on earth, even though I tried to commit suicide at age 10. The bullying at my school convinced me that I was a mistake, that I'd never eventuate to anything. Man, what a lie. When you realize it's just the devil, I say just the devil because the devil's nothing compared to Jesus. I was listening to the encouragement my parents were saying, but then listening to the lies at the same time. The lies saying, you're not good enough, Nick, just give up. No, I'm wonderfully and fearfully made according to Psalm 139. Oh, Nick, you should just give up. No, I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. But what we need healing first is in the inside, and to hear the voice of God. Hearing the voice of God, when you hear a phone ring, you pick it up. Okay? When you're sometimes dialing into heaven and it feels like He's not picking up, don't hang up on God. He's listening. I hung up on God because I didn't understand His plan. God said through my parents, Nick, God's got a plan for your life. Jeremiah chapter 29, verse 11. I have a hope, plan, and a future. I'm like, no way. There's no race like that. There's no heaven. There's no God. Look at all the pain in the world. If God loved the world, then why is He letting so much pain happen? Later on, you realize in the Bible, God doesn't give us pain, but whatever the enemy tried to use for bad, God turned into good.
Ooh-wee. Let me ask you a couple questions, ladies and gentlemen. What do you believe about you? What do you believe about you? There's three things that I believe about me, right? Number one, I believe that I'm a God under the Most High God. God created three things in creation. He created creation itself. The sun, the moon, the stars, quasars, as they say in Boys in the Hood, right? He also created creatures, right? Then He created creators. And I believe in Him creating creators in His image. He gave us the ability to build our own world, right? This is what I believe about me. I don't know what you believe about you. I also believe that I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. And I say all with a capital A, capital L, capital L. This is what I believe about me. This is what gets me up in the morning. This is what has me racing towards my dreams every day because I believe I can accomplish them. What do you believe about you? I also believe that everywhere the soles of my feet tread has been given to me. I believe that I have dominion over everywhere that I exist, right? What do you believe about you? Because if you don't get that right, what tends to happen is what other people believe about you will be superimposed on you if you're not careful. If you have not figured out what it is that you believe about you, you'll start believing everything that everybody else believes about you. And like the man in the video, you might even be pushed to suicidal thoughts. Thank God for that man. That here's my other question to you. Who do you have in your life to combat the lies that are being spoken to you and spoken over you? He said every day the bullies in his life made him feel like he was worth less. Every day the bullies in his life made him feel like he would not accomplish anything. But when he went home, he had parents that would tell him how great he was. He had parents that will tell him that he is meant to do great things. He had parents that reminded him of scripture that said God has a plan for his life. Who do you have in your corner, in your life, to help combat the lies that are bombarding you every single day? Every time you turn on the news, every time you walk out of the house, sometimes you go around certain people, they are telling a bunch of lies. And if you don't have, like what I have, my sugar over there in the next room, who helps me to literally feel like I can take over the world every single day, you better get you some people in your life. And don't be afraid to redraw your circle, ladies and gentlemen, right? Then you got to keep the faith, even when things don't seem like they're going to work out. Things don't seem like they're going in your favor, right? Another thing that I believe that all things work together for my good. You can't connect the dots looking forward. You can only connect them looking backwards. And every time I look backward and I saw a point in my life where I was ready to throw in the towel, but I kept pushing in spite of, I can see how it led to something amazing. I call those my Red Sea moments, right? The moments where my back was against the wall, I didn't have no way of escape. And then God parted the Red Sea in my life and gave me an avenue. I have tons of those. Steve Harvey talks about the fact that every single one of us has a 100% success rate when it comes to things that we think we can't make it out of. Every day, we got a 100% success rate. There were some things that happened in our lives where we thought we could not survive them. We did not know how we were going to make it through. And if you're listening to the sound of my voice, that means you made it through. So you got a 100% success rate, right? Don't hang up on God. All right, my wife has a scripture pinned in our bathroom for this month, James 1, verses 2 through 4. And at the bottom of the scripture, she says, don't give up before you throw up a prayer. Right? And a lot of us are giving up before we throw up a prayer. Right? A lot of us have edged God out of our lives, ego. Right? I want to encourage you not to do that today. I want to encourage you to renew and restore your relationship with him. He has a plan for your life, and he will help you execute that plan. I'm a living witness and living testimony to that. And just keep watching your boy life go over these next few months based on me putting him as the head of my business. Watch what happens, right? So that is the 1 minute motivation right here on the Cortez Hustle Show, brought to you by our good friends over at Young Biz Kids. YBK Day is going down this Saturday, July 16th at Harris Stowe University. If you have a young entrepreneur, or you have a kid that you think is an entrepreneur, or you have a kid that you want to expose to entrepreneurship, bring them down to Harris Stowe this weekend and let them come to the marketplace. Let them introduce them to all of these young entrepreneurs who are crushing it. We've got several best-selling authors that's going to be there. several different business types, business categories, business industries. They're all going to be selling their stuff. They're going to be able to talk to your young kid and tell them how entrepreneurship is fun and how they're making a go of it. If you are a mom or a dad of a young entrepreneur, Area of Business Bigs teaches parents of entrepreneurs how to manage their young entrepreneur. So you should be in the business, in the place this coming Saturday. We're going to be in the building covering, interviewing a lot of these young entrepreneurs. So come hang out with us. I would love to meet you in person. But that is the 1 minute motivation right here on the Cortez Hustle Show. So today, let's continue our conversation. We're talking about email marketing and the power thereof. So email marketing simply says, hey, whenever someone engages with my brand, I'm going to try everything in my power without being a jerk to solicit from them their name, email address, phone number, and possibly physical address, depending on what it is that you're offering, right? I'm going to give you 13 tactics today to help you build this list. The beauty of this list is they are all people based on how you solicit their information. They are all people who are interested in your brand. Is it easier to market to someone who don't know who you are, or to market to someone who has at least raised their hand and said, you know what, I'll take some information from you? It's the latter, right? So most entrepreneurs do not know this form of marketing exists. And then others just have not made it a priority, including yours truly. I'm not the best at this, but I am making that a priority now. So I'm excited to share this with you. As you guys know, when you tune into the Cortez Hustle Show, I'm just talking to myself. You guys just get to listen. I'm bringing to you the things that I am studying and implementing in my business at present date and time. So it's important to me, and I'm just sharing it with you. So you'll need a dedicated email marketing software to store all of your contacts. For a couple $100 a month, you can get our home-based business marketing system. Matter of fact, let me post this link in here. It includes an email marketing software, but it includes so much more than that, right? We literally help you build your entire online presence and run your business in the background. So grab our HBB marketing system. All right, so it's $197 a month, but it literally includes everything that you need. It is like having your online assets and a VA working for you at the same time if you set it up right. And of course, we train you on how to set it up. So your software is going to be the system that collects the emails and gives you the ability to automatically send out messages, and at any given time, the ability to send a blast notification or message out to everybody on your list at the same time. Ours also include SMS text messaging as well. So not only can you blast emails out, how about being able to blast text messages out to your prospects, sending them special offers, sending them special invitations to where you're going to be, things that you got going on in your business, right? That, my friend, is super, super amazing. So once you have chosen a right a platform, then you can start building your list. Now, here's some other platforms that you can get outside of our platform. There's MailChimp, Campaign Monitor, Constant Contact, Active Campaign, ConvertKit. Those are just some. And if you just don't have it in your budget, MailChimp offers a free option for you. So let me just put that out there, because I don't want you guys to believe that this is all about me and you just got to invest with me. Now, I will give you the education and the training that none of those guys will provide. But if it's just not in the budget, it's just not in the budget. So check out what MailChimp has to offer if you just want to get started for free, right? So tactic number one, you got to create valuable content, y'all. What most of us have the ability to do is offer some sort of discount or coupon. right? Whether you're in a product-based business, service-based business, most product-based businesses are building their email list around some sort of coupon. Hey, enter your name and email address to get 30% off your first order. Get 30% off your next order, right? But whatever it is that you're creating, it has to be of significant value, because even though you're trying to give away something for free, it's technically not free. When you go to localbizmarketingpros.com and you want our checklist, right? I'm trying to give you the checklist. I say download our free checklist, but it's not really free. I'm selling it to you in exchange for your name, email address, and phone number. So a lot of marketers make the mistake of not selling their free thing. And you think because I'm giving you something for free, you should be happy to give me your name and email address. No. Consumers are smart these days. They understand that if I put in my name, email address, and phone number, you're going to send me emails and promotional stuff. And some consumers, based on the value that you're giving, saying, hey, nope, it's not worth the trouble of me giving you my contact information, right? So what is the big picture? You need to give people a compelling reason to give you their email address. Perhaps the best, most effective way to rapidly build your email list is to constantly create outstanding, high-value content on your website. So how do you show people that you'll add value to their inbox? People will be much more likely to sign up and stay on your email list if they know they'll be receiving valuable content from you. This is huge, right? Some of the things that you can create: in-depth blog posts, valuable content, high-value videos, white papers, case studies, tutorials, how-to guides. These are things that not only have enough value that someone will exchange their email address for them, but if you're using a system like ours, it also allows you to not only create and build your email list, but segregate your email list at the exact same time. See, in our system, we have a tagging feature that when someone puts in their name and email address, based on the form that they filled out, like, for instance, if you book a free strategy session with us, well, that's a different form, and it will tag your name as a free consult. So I know how to market to all the people who requested free consultations in the past. If you go and download our free checklist, for instance, it's going to tag you with free checklist. What does that do for me as the business owner, as the marketer? It gives me the ability to communicate with you and build a relationship with you around what I know you're interested in. So for instance, I tell my product-based entrepreneurs, right, when you set up your products in our system and you give a free giveaway, don't just say free or you say 20% off of your next order. No, you create a form based on the product itself. So you can create a segmented list. So for instance, I was at the BLB chit chat last night, and So Soft, right? She has a beard serum, a beard oil, right? So if I was So Soft, I wouldn't have an email list that is just general and says, hey, get 20% off your next order. I would have an email list being built based on every product. So I would have an email list that says, get 20% off your next beard oil order. Now, what does that do? When I put in my name and email address to get that 20% off coupon, it's going to tag me beard oil, right? And whether I go and execute and buy the beard oil or not, she has a list of people who are interested in beard oil. Now, because that list is specific to a particular product, all of her follow-up sequences and campaigns can be built targeting what? other products that relate to beard. I know that whoever put in the name and email address is either they got a beard or they're married to somebody with a beard. So she also has these little things, right? A little beard comb. Boom. She sells these as well. So maybe she also has the little beard brushes, right? That she also gives away when you buy some beard oil. So now she knows exactly who ends up on her email list based on the product they're interested in, and she can build a relationship with them strictly on that, right? So in order to create high value content, you need to know your audience. That's why list segmentation is so important, right? If you don't know what your audience's biggest pain points are, consider surveying them. Brian Dean is a great example of building an email list by creating amazing content. Consider following Brian's example. Work hard to create compelling content that your readers will want to receive. Also, that your viewers, like I create video content. I don't do a lot of blogging, written blogs, but I create video content. And I can create an opt-in form for certain videos. And I know what you're interested in based on the email, the form that you fill out, right? Tactic number 2, create pop-ups. What's a pop-up? Well, you've all seen it. You've been on a website, and if you're on that website for any length of time, a pop-up comes up and provides you a special offer, right? Great way to grab people's names and email addresses. Also, you might consider an exit pop-up. Those are the pop-ups that when you go to leave a site, they give you one last opportunity to take this special offer, right? So those are amazing opportunities to grab someone's name and email list, right? Have them pop up only every so often. Have them pop up after a certain amount of time. On your pop-up, point out why they should sign up for your email list. What are they going to get? Remember, you have to sell free. It sounds funny, but you have to sell free because it's technically not free. I'm trying to get one of your most coveted assets, which is your name, email address, and phone number. That is access to you, right? In order for me to do that, I have to compel you that A, I'm not going to spam you. B, what I'm going to send you is going to be along the same lines of the value that you're used to getting from me. But every now and then, I'm going to make you a special offer, right? So, of course, the Black Bear Success home-based business marketing system has pop-up capabilities that you can build. And so all the other ones, MailChimp and all of those should have options to do pop-ups. Tactic number 3, create a landing page, right? Landing pages are amazing opportunities for you to direct traffic and control the form that people are filling out, right? You can go to localbizmarketingpros.com if you want to, and you can see all that our business has to offer. But I can also send you directly to our landing page specific to downloading our checklist. What tends to happen if you're not careful and you're not intentional about how and where you're directing traffic, you can send traffic to your website and they could literally get lost on your website and not know what to do. And how many of you guys know that a confused mind never buys? A confused mind never buys. So when I create a video about one of the tactics on our online marketing checklist, for instance, I don't send them to my website to get the checklist. I send them straight to the landing page for the checklist, so there's no confusion as to what they are trying to do. Now, after they enter their information and they get the checklist, then it will redirect them to the website and they can browse around and all of that stuff. But after I've converted them to a lead, some of us have websites that are so freaking confusing that nobody will ever buy because they don't know how to. You got your checkout page hidden behind a bunch of other pages. all the way down at the bottom of the screen. It's crazy, right? I was sharing with the Black entrepreneurs last night in the Black owned business chit chat that we had last night, that our triple optimized websites are optimized for three things primarily. First and foremost, they're optimized for conversion. Ask yourself this question: is your website optimized for beauty, or is it optimized for conversion? Most of us have websites that just look good, but we've spent so much time in making them look good, we didn't realize that we were pushing people further and further away from a checkout. We were pushing people further and further away from a buying opportunity. And now I got to go to your website. I got to go read through all of this stuff. I got to click 10 times to find your product page to buy something from you. A landing page allows you to send them directly to the page that they want to get to with no other distractions, right? I hope that is clear, right? Advantages of a landing page: you can send people directly to them when they ask how to sign up for your email list, right? Tactic number 4, give away lead magnets. We're talking about how do you build an email list, and we got to fly, man, because time is flying. It is 7:47 already. Give away lead magnets, right? Your lead magnet needs to be valuable enough to convince someone to give you their email address. So a lead magnet is simply something that you're going to give for free in exchange for an email address. In my case, I collect name, first name, last name, email address, and phone number, right? And just to be clear, that's how I operate my business, because it gets me a cleaner list. And what I mean by a cleaner list is some people understand how marketers work and think, and instead of giving you a good email address, they give you that dummy email address, right? So in order to create a clean list, I ask for first name, last name, email address, and phone number. Now, if you don't value my giveaway enough to give me that information, and you decide not to opt in, that's the risk that I take. See, the fewer things you ask for, the higher your conversion rate. And I understand that. However, the more things you ask for, the better your list. Because think about it. I can have a list of 10,000 people, and I can only ask for their email address. If that list of 10,000 people, 9,000 of them gave me a dummy email address, another 500 gave me an email address that they never checked, how valuable is that list? But if I'm asking for more information, my list is going to be smaller, but it's going to probably be a higher quality list filled with more real people that will ultimately be more responsive. So keep that in mind as you're setting up your opt-in forms and creating your conversion. So examples of lead magnets: checklists, ebooks, cheat sheets, product samples, discount coupons, templates, premium content, podcasts, webinars, case studies, free trials, membership courses, free membership courses. All of these things not only allow you to sell free, but if you're doing it right, remember this, guys, all businesses are relationship businesses. So when I give someone a free online course, or when I give someone access to my free Facebook group, I'm putting them in an environment that allows me to build on that relationship, right? The more value you can give for free without asking for something, the better the relationship is built. So I love checklists, cheat sheets, but I also love Facebook groups, because in my Facebook groups, I can invite them to join me on a Facebook Live tonight, and we're going to be talking about this, right? And you can ask questions. I can invite them to different Zooms, and I can really love on them and nurture them in a Facebook group and build a relationship before I go asking them to buy a bunch of stuff for me. Is that making sense to you guys? Right? There are several things to keep in mind regarding your lead magnets. When people sign up for a lead magnet, they have a problem that they need help with immediately. Lead magnets need to be highly valuable, not junk, y'all. Focus on the benefits that they will get if they download the lead magnet. You have to sell free. You have to sell free. Focus on the benefits. How will this lead magnet change your life? If you download our free online marketing checklist, you will learn how to optimize your online presence. You will have a document that you can sit down with your marketing team and go over this checklist and see if you guys have all of these things in place. It will transform your business. You have to state that on your opt-in form, right? Tactic number 5, do a giveaway, right? A giveaway is a great way to build a list. Some of you guys have seen in the past where I've given away free vacations. I've given away free books and different things of that nature, right? Free plus shipping offers are great. The way it works is simple. In order to sign up for the giveaway, they must first give you their name and email address. Quite simple, right? You can give away just about anything. The bigger and better the prize, the more likely it is that people will sign up. You'll probably want to use a giveaway platform to make it easy for your participants to enter and for you to choose a winner, right? King Sumo, Rafflecopter, Viral Sweep. These are some platforms that you can use to give away something for free. But again, it makes people opt in. And what you're giving away should solve a problem that allows you to segment your list, right? What you're giving away should solve a problem that allows you to segment your list. So for instance, you can give away an iPad, right? But when people come register to get the free iPad, if you don't tie that to a particular outcome, then you'll have all kinds of people just jumping into your list and you don't know who's who. But if I'm giving away a free ticket to my digital marketing explosion event, at least I know the people who are trying to get that free ticket are interested in digital marketing. So I know how to communicate. I know what to put in my follow-up sequence to build that relationship, right? Stay legal, consult with an attorney to obtain the proper page wording, marketing methods, and more to make sure that, you know, things are legal, especially if you're going to be promoting and pushing this on Facebook and other platforms. They have certain guidelines as it relates to free giveaways. Tactic number 6. Man, it looks like we're going to be doing a part 2 to this, ladies and gentlemen, because we only got to tactic number 6. So we'll do a part 2 to this on Monday. Tomorrow I have a special guest on the show. So we'll do part 2 to this on Monday. So tactic number 6, we'll finish up with this one. Run Facebook lead ads. So for me, I have a couple different lead magnets, right? I have my free Facebook group as a lead magnet. I have my checklist as a lead magnet. I could literally run a Facebook ad to get people to download the checklist, right? So basically what I'm doing is I'm paying Facebook to get access to their list. And I'm taking a list that I'm buying and turning it into a list that I own. So I may pay Facebook $20 a day. And Facebook might say, hey, I'm going to show this video to 1,000 people every day. Out of the 1,000 people every day, for that $20, we can anticipate that maybe 25 people every day will download your checklist. So I'm spending $25 to get 25 names and emails on my list. Remember what I said about the value of every single email on your list. It is worth at least $1 per month per person. So would you exchange $20 a day to get 25 new names and email addresses on your list if you know that they are worth in the long haul at least $1 per month per person. Sure you would. Sure you would. I'm exchanging $20 in essence for $25 if I have the systems set up right. I have my targeting set up right. I want the right people, local, small, service-based businesses who need help with their digital marketing. That's what my ad says. That's who I'm trying to attract. And when they download the checklist, they immediately get access to book a free marketing strategy session and complete an online marketing survey. I'm giving them value, but I'm taking that list and turning them into someone who wants something for free and to an opportunity to have a conversation with them so that I can see if I can really help them, see if we're a good fit to work together and turn them into a paid customer, right? So running Facebook lead ads is another great way to build your email list super fast, right? Super fast. There's three types of traffic primarily. There's traffic that you earn, there's traffic that you buy, and there's traffic that you own. Your job as a marketer for your business is to take all of the traffic that you earn and all of the traffic that you buy and convert it into traffic that you own so that you don't have to buy it ever again. And then you must learn how to effectively nurture relationships with the people on your list so that they are eager to open your emails and hear from you every day, because every day they know that there is a tip, a strategy, a coupon, a discount, a special invitation, or something of value in every single email that you send to them. And they're going to appreciate you for that, right? So if you want to get serious about this, I'll put a link to our local biz marketing mastermind group inside of the show notes and inside the chat here in the comments. So ask to join our private Facebook group. You'll be part of our community, and you're going to get more training like this. In fact, you're going to get the actual ebook that goes along with this live that we're doing today, and it goes into greater details, of course. So as always, man, I appreciate you guys all for tuning in and listening to me teach myself some of these strategies and tips, and hopefully you got value out of them yourself. If you did, do me a favor, hit that share button, tag 3 entrepreneurs in this video that you know can benefit from learning more about building an email list. And don't forget, y'all, I put the link to go out and buy Facebook stars. Stars is how Facebook are allowing us online creators to monetize our content. So go buy some stars, and the next time you see your favorite influencer dropping some value, drop them a few stars. That's incredibly important, man. That's how we feed our families, by providing value to you. And we hope that you will get enough value that you would either want to do business with us or at least share a few stars with us. So the link to buy the stars is in the comments as well. Go buy, you can, for $20, you can buy thousands of stars. And every time you see your favorite influencer online and they're giving you value, then you can bless them with those stars. So make sure y'all check that out too, man. I appreciate each and every single one of y'all. Tune in tomorrow. We got a special guest, Kim. Is going to be talking about her new book that she dropped on affirmation. So we're looking forward to that. Until next time, I want you to get your money up, because you absolutely can do it. But more importantly, you deserve to do it, each and every single one of you. And hustle up. But you've got to overcome fear if you're going to win.
You're tuned into the Cortez Hustle Show. Please like and subscribe.